So since you're here, I'll talk to you. So I just learned that you can't go live sideways. So I spent all this time finding the perfect view yesterday to be like wide and see me. So anyway, you're gonna get, hey Natalie, we're gonna get an up and down view because apparently you can't go live sideways, which would have been a much better view for Pilates, but hey, Reagan's here too, awesome. So anyway, I won't worry about the view. You can see my whole mat, so you'll see all of me, and we'll get started because I promised you a nice 20-ish minutes. Oh, hold on, let me start my stopwatch. 20-ish minutes workout, hopefully before any of our kids, little kids, Natalie has little kids. Reagan's big, she can work out with us. But all right, so hi friends, thanks for joining me. We're gonna do a little workout starting standing on our mat, kind of yoga influenced, okay? And once I get back there, I don't know if I can really see, I won't be able to see comments as much, but you know, keep commenting, keep questions if you have questions, and I'll check it all after, okay? And of course, the disclaimer, you're following along at your own risk. You can't hold me liable for any injuries that occur in your house doing Pilates, I don't know, kicking a table, whatever. Okay, here we go. So, starting standing, wherever, feet a comfortable distance apart. It was chillier this morning, so I have my jacket on. I'll probably take it off at some point, but we're gonna sweep those arms overhead with a nice inhale, and we're gonna exhale, lowering down. I like to take my head and my gaze up with me and lower down. We'll do a bunch of these just to start warming up and get settled. Inhale, arms up, exhale down. Now this beginning is very yoga influenced, so you can inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. If you prefer Pilates breath, you can inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let's take two more. We're going to add a knee bend on the bottom. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to bend the knees as I look down, arms down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Now on this next upward stretch, we're going to take our hand around the left wrist, I believe. If you're mirroring me, you'll have to let me know. And we're going to side bend. So I'm doing the opposite side, like when I teach in real life. I do my right arm, but I tell you to do your left. I'm assuming that's how it works on Facebook Live. I don't know. It's my first time. Coming up, we'll take the other wrist, side bend the other way. Woo, nice. Coming back to the center, let's take our hands behind. So we'll interlace the fingers behind our back. If that's not comfortable, you can just reach your arms behind. We're going to bend those knees, big, big knee bend. Chest forward, chest opener stretch here, dropping the head down, let your arms reach overhead, and then we'll drop the arms, so release the arms, drop it down, rolling up through the spine. Two more of those reaches up here, inhale up, bending the knees, lower down, again up, and down. We're going to do the side bends the other way, so whichever way you went, grab the opposite wrist first and side stretch. Whew. Stretch those shoulders down. Inhale up, other side. We can let this hip really push out as much as feels good to you. Center. Now interlace the other thumb on top, the one that feels weird, so we can balance that body out. Chest stretch forward, hands come over the head. And then release the arms. Roll up nice and slow. And we'll shake it out. I'm unzipping. Let's come to, excuse me, the front of your mat. We're going to do a little Swan Dive yoga stretch. Again, a little more yoga here. Top of your mat, so you have more mat behind you. Reaching up. Again, press your chest forward as you bend your knees. Sorry if I get out of the frame a little. I can't tell. Drop the head down. We're going to raise up halfway. Try to get a nice flat back. Lowering down. Stepping back with your right leg. Nice long runner's lunge stretch. So make sure the knees over the ankle at the top here. We're gonna take a little shifting forward and back. I love to do this, moving through the ankle, the foot, the hip. If that doesn't feel good for you, just hold still instead. I know, Natalie, that probably feels good for you because you used to dance like me, and just that movement while stretching always feels good. All right, coming to stillness, you can leave this knee up, or you can drop it down if you need a little more of a break. We're gonna take our left hand, top of the left knee here, a little twist. We can stay there, or we can release the arm all the way up. If we have the arm lifted, let's reach it behind us. And we're gonna circle, little arm circles here. I love the circles. Open that chest and shoulder. Was that 2? Let's do 2 more. I'll try to count so we stay even. And down. Now we're gonna pop that knee up if it was down. We're gonna step back to downward dog. Tailbone up. And bend each knee one at a time, kind of, I call that walking in your down dog. Ooh, push the tailbone back a little further. I'm gonna bend my knees a bunch more. It's morning, I'm stiff. Now, if you're following along with me with the right foot forward, now we're gonna do the opposite side, stepping forward. So, left foot, oh, strike that, I said that backwards. Right foot forward. Whichever hip you stretched, stretch the other side. So for me, that's my right hip foot stays front, my left foot is stepped back. Again, you can move the stretch. Shift a little back and forth. I keep turning my head to talk to the camera so I know that you can hear me, but obviously you guys keep your head looking forward most of the time unless you need to check out the screen. Drop that knee if you like. Here's our twist. Same hand to top a knee. That's front. Then we're going to reach that arm up. And taking our reach behind. Going into 4 slow arm circles. Hand returns to the mat. Tuck that back toe. We're going to step back to downward dog again. And pedal or walk through those feet. Try to push the tailbone back further. Shoulders releasing from the ears. Check myself on that one. All right. From here, we're actually going to roll. I like to do this. See, we're going to do this little wave through the spine, almost like we're making a cat back. And we're going to arrive in a plank. Now, obviously, you can drop your knees to half plank. I'll show the first one half. We're going to go through chaturanga from yoga, which really just means bending your elbows, letting those elbows scrape your ribs on the way down to the mat, taking a little lift up through the head and chest here, not too high. It's the morning, or, well, if you're doing this later in the day, you could stretch higher. And then we're going to shift back. Let's do that one more time. So shift back to downward dog, just holding the stretch for the back of the legs here. And we're gonna do that wave through one more time. Scoop the belly and roll through the spine. I'll hold a full plank this time. Again, elbows squeeze in. Lift up. And we'll take a little child's pose just for that spine stretch here. And when you're ready, roll up through the back, give it a shake. We'll get ready for some more abs focus now. So shifting into Pilates. So coming onto your back, again, I'll probably start to face the camera to talk you through stuff, but y'all can have your face straight. We'll roll on our back. Bent knees about sit bone distance apart, which is about a fist width in between your knees. Comfortable distance from your bottom, so you're not too close, not too far. Perfect. And then we're going to take the hands onto the hips here. Starting with the pelvic bowl, I love to start with this warm-up. So we can find our neutral spine. Then you have that natural curve in your back. Would be if you had a bowl of water on your hips, you know, it's balanced. We're gonna flatten that, exhaling, pulling the belly in, pressing the back flat, feel that scoop under. We use a flat back in Pilates a lot. And then we're gonna roll back to neutral. We'll do that about 4 times, just rocking back and forth. Exhale, flat. Inhale, neutral spine. So I'm not arching into like a cat back, no, cow spine, whatever. I'm just coming to the flat pelvis and flat back. That's confusing, flat pelvis, flat back. Flat back, balanced pelvis. This is a live class. I can't edit out any of my blah blahs. Okay, I don't know where we are. Let's do one more. Exhale, flat. Inhale, balance. Great. Holding the balance, holding the neutral spine. Arms to a T. Let's sway the knees a little bit. One way, exhale down. Doesn't matter which way. Feel that opposite hip bone. Pull yourself back into the mat. Other side. Exhale to go down. Inhale, pulling back. Exhale, sway. Inhale, return. Exhale, sway. We'll go ahead and do 2 more sets here. So we're just loosening up that lower back, getting some mobility and stretch. And one more. Coming back to center. We're going to go into the hundreds. So if you can feel your neutral spine, go ahead and hold neutral for this exercise. If you're not sure where that is, you're going to take a flat back. Just briefly, for anybody watching later who is not familiar with the hundreds, we're going to be sniffing in through our nose and then exhaling through the mouth on a very percussive kind of breath. And we're going to keep the feet down. If you want to take it further, if you know more modifications, you can. I'm going to keep the feet down today. We're going to start with the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale to prepare, bringing up the head and chest just barely onto the shoulder blades here. Arms are going to be by our side. As we inhale, we're going to pump those arms. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your breath going. The arms are nice and strong and stiff. Now about halfway. So if you want to take this to the next step, if you're following me, we can take our legs to tabletop. Now you're going to feel your back flatten a little bit naturally. That's okay. Focus your gaze on your tummy. Make it flatter every exhale, and one more. And pull the knees in, drop the head down, shake it out. Good job. As I choked, good job. All right, next, let's see. Going to a few knee folds. We're going to take the feet back to the mat. Return to that neutral spine if you can. We're going to hold the neutral spine and take a little knee fold. So this is bringing that knee to 90 degrees and back down. Other side, we're just resting the head. Now, a lot of times we just pull our knee in too far, or maybe we're straightening the knee instead of moving the thigh. So here's a good trick. Take your hands, put your palms on the bony hip part of your pelvis, what we think of as our hip bones. Fingertips straight up to the sky. As you fold in, when your thigh comes to meet your palm there, for your fingers, that is your 90 degrees over your hip joint position. Isn't that nice? I actually just recently learned that trick, and I think it's very helpful for finding the 90-degree position, which we just used in the other exercise, so maybe I should have reversed that. All right, let's go ahead and pull in your right knee. So now we're going to pull it further in. Give it a nice hug to the chest, stretch. Use your arm to kind of circle. I call these knee circles, when you just kind of stir in the hip there and reverse. So that was a little mini loosener up for the hip. We're going to stretch this leg out and do a modification of single leg circles. So I'm keeping my opposite leg bent today, head down. Neutral spine, we're going to take this leg down, out, around, and up. Maybe take your hands on your hip bones here. As you circle, we're trying to keep the hips really, really still and stabilized. And you're taking an inhale, exhale, circle around. Let's do one more. that direction. Now reverse. Doesn't matter which way you went first actually, as long as you go both directions. So on this one, the exercise is not about the stretch of the leg, but about stabilizing the hips. One more. I think we did an extra one. That's okay. Bring that leg down. We'll do the same on the other side. Pull the knee in first. Give it a nice stretch. Wiggle around. And reverse the knee circles a few times. Then we will stretch that leg up. Take your hands to your hips. Circle down, out, and up. So keep the circle smaller. If you find that your hips are wiggling more, absolutely fine. We want to take it small and be precise and the right form rather than going too big and then whoosh, wiggle all around. Other direction. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Oh, about two more, I think. I'm going to look at my cheat sheet over there. Okay, shake that out. Coming into what I like to call the quarter roll-up. So again, preparing for a full roll-up. Arms over the head. We'll keep our knees bent. Inhale. We're going to exhale. Bring up head, chest, and shoulders. Just reach for the top of the knees. Get to that point where you kind of feel like, ooh, getting challenged. Lower down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Rolling quarter of the way up. Two more of these. If you're new to Pilates or you haven't been doing Pilates for a while, doing lots and lots of quarter roll-ups is a great way to get strong enough to do a full roll-up. Although I'm going to ask you to do a full roll-up right now. So inhale to prepare. We're going to roll all the way up. If you hit this point and you're like, I really can't roll up without throwing myself, don't want to throw ourselves, okay? What we want to do is grab behind the legs to give ourselves a little help, pull against the legs there to get all the way up, find a nice tall back, and then scoop your belly in, scoop the tailbone under to roll down. Hopefully you have a mat that's a little extra cushy or a little cushioning if your tailbone needs it. Inhale, exhale. Another way to modify is just bring one leg and use it as a little lever to get up. We're going to do two more full roll-ups. Also controlling the way down nice and slow will help build that strength. So two more. I'll keep showing the little modifications today with bent knees. Last one. Woo. There we go. All the way up. Okay, give yourself a little shake. Adjust anything that you need to adjust. Staying at the top of our mat, make sure our knees are not too bent. They're comfortable distance. We're going to do half roll back now. If you've done my little 5-minute videos on YouTube, you've done some of these. So let's take hands behind the thighs first. Exhale like someone's scooping out your belly with an ice cream scoop. You're going to roll about halfway down. Make sure the shoulders can stay loose and relaxed. We're not tensing up like this. And we're going to roll up to sit tall. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, sit tall. I will do two more here. Eventually, if you feel like it, you can reach the arms out. Ooh, I lied. Let's do two more. Famous last words of every dance teacher out there. Last time. No, this is the last time. And up and then shake it out. If you found your quads were getting a little tight and overworked there, that's because the abs got to kick in and get a little stronger. We're going to actually roll all the way back down. One more little ab focus exercise here. The crisscross, we're just going to work on my crisscross preparation today. So we're back to sit bone distance apart, comfortable bend in the knees, neutral back or flat back if you can't feel neutral. Fingertips behind the head. Try not to interlace them. Try to just have them here. That way we're less likely to cradle the head and really pull the head up as we're doing this position. We're going to take the right leg to that 90 degrees. Exhale, left shoulder blade. It's going to come up. Inhale, lower down. And then we'll do the other side. Exhale. We're going to take it slow. This exercise slow is just as good, if not better, than rushing through like the bicycle, right? Exhale, watch that this elbow does not try to reach across. It's gonna stay open, forces your obliques and transverse abdominis to work more. A couple more times. Exhale. One more on each side. All right, we'll take it just a little bit faster. Still gonna bring the feet to the floor today, but I'm gonna keep my upper body lifted. So eventually, I think y'all who are watching live know that the crisscross goes to here, reaching out. But with this knee, foot coming to the floor, it's a good modification when you need it. Or if you've never done Pilates. I keep forgetting Reagan's watching. Hey Reagan, have you done Pilates before? Lower down, shake it out. You should feel nice and warm in your tummy. We're gonna get ready to go on our sides. Let me check. Oh my gosh, it's been 20 minutes already. Oh, we're gonna go a little longer. Longer is better, right? I have a little side series. I said 20-ish. Wasn't sure how long this would be. So on our sides, you're gonna line up your body like you're against the wall. Bring your feet about 6 inches or so in. What we want is the hips, right? They're not gonna roll back. They're not gonna roll forward. They're stacked. Head wherever is comfortable. Can be down, can be on a pillow, can be in your hand. Super simple, starting with just a top leg raise and lower, raise and lower. Yes, so we're keeping this parallel. Sorry. This hand can be supporting you. And I wanted to do about 8 of those. We're gonna keep the top leg lifted, lift the bottom leg now. I could go a little faster. 6, 7, 8. Now lifting and lowering both together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hot potato. Shout out to my friend Andrea. I just took her Pilates class last week and she reminded me of this one. I'd forgotten. Lift the top leg, flex the foot. We're still parallel, so your toes are facing straight towards the screen. You bring the leg a little bit forward. You're gonna lower down, lift, just a hip hike. Try to lower down the back and front and back. It's okay if you don't touch the ground because we don't want to roll the hips off just to touch the mat. You're just activating as close as you can to the ground. Now, I only wanted to do 4 of those. We probably did more. Now we're gonna rotate outwards. Try to touch your heel in the front. Keep it turned out, heel in the back. Heel, woo. Turn out muscles. Mine are rusty. Opposite turning now, we're gonna turn in, toe to the front, toe to the back. Just doing 4 of these, isn't that nice? Super little mini short series is done on that side. Bend this knee, drop it in, open up your chest, take a little stretch. We're gonna do the other side. So we'll swing those legs around, lower down, feet a little bit more forwards from your hips, hips stacked, head wherever is comfortable. 8, 2, I'll go a little bit faster on this side. 6, 7, 8. Keep that leg up. Oh, okay, so that was my dry erase board that was telling me the order of the exercises I wanted to do, and it just got blown down in the wind. Hello, live class. Both legs lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving into the hot potato, flex foot parallel first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Watch those hips. 7, 8. Now we did it. Turn out 1. And you'll notice probably one hip is tighter than the other. This is my tight hip. And then turn it to watch that tight hip because my pelvis wants to move instead of my leg. All right. Shake shake it out. I think I forgot to do the last one I wanted to do there. Oh well. Live class. Knee in, open your chest, stretch, stretch, stretch. And since that was a nice little moment on our hips there, we'll just roll onto our back wherever we are and take the upside down pigeon stretch, also called figure 4, pretzel. I'm going to bring my right knee in. I'm going to cross that ankle over the left thigh, flexing the foot. Now, if you're super tight, you might want to stay right here if you feel a good stretch. If you're more flexible and need more stretch, you bring up that bottom leg, take your hand through the hole, grab that thigh, pull in wherever is comfortable for you to stop. There's even more, you know, you can stretch this leg, reach over the top if you need more. That's too much for me right now. And when we're in a stretch like this, we can actually relax our tummy, take a nice belly breath. So you're inhaling, you can inflate the belly, exhale, relax. Let's take, if it works for your body, take a little rock and roll side to side here. And now we'll release, changing sides, left ankle over the right. Stopping there or bringing it up and breathing. And again, if it felt good to you to rock and roll, kind of sway side to side. And then release. Let's pull the knees into the chest and just knees together. Take a few circles. And reverse. And I think that is where we're going to finish this little class today. So you can push yourself up. I'm going to come close to the camera. Since I didn't want to take like a million years to do a workout. Oh, hey, some more people joined us. Hi, my mom. Hello, Mom. Hope you enjoyed that little workout. And hi, Trisha. And hi, anybody else watching not live. Thank you for joining me. If you have ideas or things you want to work on for next time, for another live, or even one of my YouTubes, absolutely let me know in the comments, or I don't know, email me, however you want to do that. Let me know. And our workout is done. Go have a wonderful Saturday or whatever day it is that you're watching. Hey, we got through it without my kids coming in. If you can join the next 4 days, awesome. If not, catch them on the replay and let me know that you caught them on the replay. Yay! I almost don't want to hang up. Oh, hey, Tina, I see you're watching now. All right, guys, good work. See you next time.